Okay, what we're going to do here is show you in the event you have a stitch or jam where you've double stitched or there's a piece of wire jamming this mechanism down here. I can show you how to take care of that. You can turn your emergency stop off. You can also turn it off on the side of the machine, but this will disengage all the power to the components. You can pull your cover off and set it aside. The stitcher works with a little staged up piece of wire coming off the spool, and it's cut and it's ready to go to form down to make the stitch. If you make a stitch on top of another stitch, there's a pretty good possibility that it jams, and so you've got to try to wedge that out of there. The stitcher has a spring-loaded unit here, and this pulls it out, makes a stitch, comes back. It does it pretty rapidly, stages up another piece, cuts it all in one shot. But you need to have this thing move freely or it won't work. And so it's pretty easy to pull this out and just move it off to the side, and you can slide this out. There's your staged up piece of wire, but that'll come right out. If you go to pull this out of here, see, it's supposed to be on a little pivot, and if it's stuck in there pretty good, you need to try to grab a hold of something here with, I don't think your needle nose will grab it, but usually you can put a screwdriver in here and try to give it a little pry to get that out of there. It seems like it's going to bend something, but it probably won't. You just have to give it a little bit of force to try to get that thing straight out. Once it comes out, you can clean out this. You can see if there's any wire jammed up in here. You can go underneath and see if there's wire down here in your clinchers. If that's all clean and you feel like you can put this back in and it's nice and smooth, then you can push your spring-loaded bar back over the top, and it just rides on that little spring load, and if it moves freely like that, you've unjammed it. Now, you don't have a piece of wire in there ready to go, but you'd like to put your cover back on, and that just hooks on these four over the sensor. There's a little micro switch here for safety. You can pull your emergency stop back on. It's ready to go. I can make one stitch, and I can see my little piece of wire in there ready to go, and it's ready to make another stitch. If you do it twice, there's a good chance of jamming it up, but it should be ready to go for your next book of checks.